What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And before we get into today's video, guys, I just want to say, hey, if you're a fan of those legends of the game, I would definitely recommend subscribing to the channel because that's all I focus on. Also, guys, if this is content that you enjoy, I'd greatly appreciate if you'd posterize that like button. With that being said, guys, let's get into today's video. So, guys, today we're going to be doing a build on Jason Kidd, and to me, Jason Kidd is one of the best pure point guards to ever play the game. He's like right up there with Stockton, and Magic, CP3, guys like that. And when I say pure point guards, I don't mean point guards like Curry or Dame or Isaiah Thomas. Guys like that they were really good at getting you assists. They could get you assists every night, but they could also put up big numbers. In scoring. I'm not talking about those types of guards or point guards. While they could do the assists too. They're more known for their scoring ability, especially Curry and Dame. They're more known for their scoring ability rather than their assist. Their assist and things of that nature. So, but yeah, Jason Kidd, guys. I mean, he's definitely one of the best pure point guards, and he was also a really good defender. That's kind of one of the things. Like, I feel like Jason Kidd and John Stockton were, in terms of how they focused on the game and their mindset toward the game. I feel like it was very similar, and that's why you had those two guys at the very top. And CP3 is he's a lot like those guys too. Now CP3, I feel like he could put up bigger numbers if needed, right? He could put up bigger points. Kidd and Stockton could both score really well if they needed to, but I think CP3 is has a slight advantage on that. I think he could score better. But yeah, Jason Kidd, guys. I mean, he's a great point guard, and let's get right into this build. So, guys, because like I said, I mean, he was really good on defense, and he was also, obviously, he was really good at facilitating. This is the pie chart that I would recommend using. Um, I feel like it's the one that works the best for this build. Now, if you wanted to go, say, if you wanted to go pure, playmaking, you could do that as well. But I don't think you're going to get that defense that you should have with a Jason Kidd build, right? So we're going to go with the Hall of Fame defense and playmaking. And the other good thing about Hall of Fame defense and playmaking, guys, if you didn't know, you get a huge bonus to your speed, right? And what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to go ahead and we're going to max out our close shot, our driving layup, our driving dunk. We're going to put this up to 31 just to get us 9 finishing badges. And then we're going to max out our mid-range, our three-point shot, our free throw. And then we're going to go up to 41 just to get our 8 shooting badges. And then we're going to max out our pass accuracy. We're going to max out our ball handle. And then we're going to go up to 40 just to get 21 playmaking badges. And then we're going to max out our perimeter defense, our lateral quickness, our steal. Then go down and max out our defensive rebounding. And then our offensive, we'll put the rest on our offensive rebounding to give us 19 defensive and rebounding badges. Okay, so for the body shape, guys, you could really, like I said, you could really go whichever you want. We'll go 6'4". Of course, Kidd was 205. Now for this, guys, I would say this is your call, right? I mean, it really depends on how you want to do this, right? Me personally, I feel like I would take it up to I would take it up just one tick, just because that gives you bonuses and everything, but you don't lose anything, right? Because we're going to want that. We want that mid range and that 3-point shot because later on in Kidd's career, he did develop a nice shot, right? So we don't want to lose too much of that. And of course, we want the ball handling, as well, because it's a Jason Kidd build. You should have that, right? So if we look at where we're at, okay, so once we get this build maxed out to 99, we're going to have a close shot of 88 with a driving layup of 88, a really good driving dunk of 82, and then you're going to have a solid mid-range shot at 78, a respectable three-point shot at 70, and then you'll have, of course, a free throw of 86. You'll have a pass accuracy and ball handle of 90, and you'll have a perimeter defense and lateral quickness of 89 with a really, really good 95 steal, and you'll have a 78 defensive rebounding. So you'll be pretty good on the boards as well. So yeah, you'll be able to do really, really well with this build. It is fun to play with, guys. Since I did my center build, I've really been focusing on doing builds, that and playing with builds that are facilitators, right? I'm just enjoying that at the moment. It's really fun, and this is one of the best because you could do a little bit of everything. You're not a liability on defense. You're able to shoot pretty well with this build. You're able to finish around the basket. And in pick and roll situations, guys, this exact build right here is so fun. I didn't play through this time. I just kind of chose the team that I was on instead of playing through college and getting drafted. And I actually went to the Pelicans. Now, of course, right now the Pelicans, since the update, they don't have Zion, which is unfortunate. But we don't have Zion. But I'm really enjoying the pick and roll with the centers and. The driving, and then the defense does collapse on me. I'll kick it out to someone like Ingram or something, and they'll get a wide open shot. So I'm having fun with that. It's really, really fun, and it's New Orleans, right? So it's a bit of a challenge, getting them to win games and things. But it's just I chose them because, well, I'm hoping at some point, fingers crossed. I mean, Zion comes back, and you know and we can get them back into the lineup on the game here as well. Because yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's not looking good. I saw some, I read some things, a couple of days ago, and talking about Zion, being, it's going to take longer. There was essentially a setback with his foot injury, and so yeah, that's unfortunate. But I really hope he can get back in the game pretty quickly, guys, because Zion, if he can get his weight under control, I really feel like he could be a really, really solid player in today's game, right? So, guys, with the Jason Kidd build, I mean, you could really choose whatever you want, right? But me personally, I feel like Playmaker is the way to go. And of course, we build a two-way Playmaker. I do like the LaMelo Ball shades of. I feel like LaMelo is like he's a lot like a kid, right? Like Jason Kidd, Stockton. He could score a little bit better, but yeah, I feel like it's pretty close, right? So we'll go ahead. We'll get this maxed out. Now you've got 9 finishing badges, guys. Of course, you want to go fearless finisher, right? I feel like that's a really good one. That's one you should always want. Posterizer is another one. I feel like those are really, really overpowered. And the way that I went with this one, guys, is I went a little bit different, right? Instead of doing another gold badge, I just went slithery finisher. I also went acrobat, right? Because I like both of these, and I feel like they're both really, really good. And then for the last one, guys, because it is a point guard build, I went ahead and I did do the teardropper, just to kind of help that out a little bit, when driving the lanes against bigger players, right? So we got 8 shooting badges, guys. So the ones that I went with, of course, is Hot Zone Hunter, Limitless Spot Up to help out that 3, and then I went Deadeye and Blinders. I just felt like this really worked really, really well for me. And guys, like I always say, try the badges out before you decide, right? You don't have to necessarily go with the badges that I'm going with. But it's one of those things that just try. Try what works for you. Try different badges because you may find something entirely different works for you and your style of play, right? So I feel like Dimer's a really good one with the Jason Kidd build. Also like a Bullet Passer. And you could do Floor General as well. If you're playing like my career especially, that would be a really good one, right? And then for the last one, guys, I will do post playmaker just in case, because this is a bigger build for point guard, so you may play in the post some. And if you do get double teamed, it's good to have that on because that increases those chances. And for this, guys, we're going to go rebound chaser on just on bronze, and then we definitely want intimidator. We want interceptor. Um, I feel like with this, Menace is a really good one with this, guys. I will tell you that because anytime you're at point guard, if you could put Menace on, it seems to really, really work well. At least I found it to work well for me. I mean, it may not work that great for you, but it does for me. So yeah, anyway, guys, the way we're going to do this is clamps, menace, intimidator, interceptor, all on Hall of Fame, and then bronze, pickpocket, pick dodger, and rebound chaser. So yeah, there you have it, guys. I feel like this is a really, really good Jason Kidd build, and it's fun to play with, guys. Like I said, this is actually the new build that I'm playing with. And I'm actually playing it, as myself, so I'm at my size, 6'5" and everything. So yeah, it's fun to play with. And like I said, in those pick and roll situations, this build is deadly. Like it's lethal, but it's so much fun because especially once you get it up, once you get that shooting up a little bit to where if they cheat under the screen, you can knock the shot down. I mean, this build, it's really really fun to play with. So if you like playing with point guards, guys, this is one of the best ones to play with. You know, and it's just so much fun. But yeah, guys, with that being said, if you enjoyed today's video, I would greatly appreciate if you'd posterize that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, I would really recommend subscribing, especially if you like those legends of the game. And have a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are. Have a good one.